Hey, what's up guys, it's Mike, and let's talk about one-on-one tips. I love one-on-one. One-on-one's one of my favorite games to play, and I'll give you some tips. Obviously, okay, this is my left hand, this is my right hand. Most people, probably 70-80% of players, are better with their right hand than they are with their left hand, okay? Which means that most players, in a percentage-wise, are most likely going to break out to their right, which is your left, most of the time. It's not going to happen every time, but you got to remember that if you kind of play some percentages to your favor, you get an advantage when you win. Typically, in a one-on-one, the first place I will lane is going to be the left side of the field, okay? So right when they say go, I'm going to lane the left side of the field. Let's say from here, I'm always going to lane the left side first, because even if he breaks out to my right, he's going to do it with his left hand, which means he's most likely going to be less accurate than he is with his right hand. So I always say, first thing off the break, lane the left side of the field, okay? Then from there, you know, you want to try to hold them into a bunker, and when you're playing one-on-one, you want to use bunkers that you can use all sides of them. This is not a good one-on-one bunker, okay? Coming out over the top of this, your shoulders are exposed, your gun's completely exposed. A Dorito is not a good one-on-one bunker. Probably the best one-on-one bunkers are going to be Aztecs. These are absolutely crucial when you're playing one-on-one, is to get to the Aztecs, because you can shoot the left side, you can shoot the right side, and if you're tall enough, you can go over the top. Aztecs are awesome for one-on-one. Now, some other tips with one-on-one. When you're shooting, you're visible, okay? Imagine every time you shoot, the spotlight gets on you. When you don't shoot, you're invisible. So if you can put your opponent into the bunker, and then you make a quick move, and he hasn't figured out that you moved, don't shoot yet, okay? That's one of the best things you can do. So let's say, let's come up here to, let's say there's somebody over here, okay? And we're trading here, and we're trading here, and let's say he's at the X. So we'll pan around here really quick, and I'll show you. Let's say, for instance, the player's at the X, okay? So we're trading here, and we're trading here, and this, that, and the other, and I shoot at him, and he finally goes into his bunker. If I move to here, to this bunker, and I hear him still shooting the can that I was just at, I'm now invisible. This is very, very important. This is how I win most of my one-on-ones. I'm now invisible. I'm not going to shoot here because I can't hit him here. So I'm just going to stay off the trigger just a little bit longer. Now he doesn't know, he's still shooting the can. At this point, I know I've already won this. I've just got to finish it up. Now once I get to about right here, now I've got him, and he still thinks I'm at the can. Or sometimes what will happen is he'll move, which is why you always want to go in one-on-ones. You want to go bunker to bunker, bunker to bunker. You don't want to skip bunkers in one-on-one, because there's a very good chance if he thinks that he's got me pinned at the can, he's going to move. So if I make a blind run all the way up to right here, now obviously it's very easy for him to shoot me in between these bunkers. So you always want to go bunker to bunker. You want to go from here to here, here to here. You know, you don't want to go there all the way down the field. That's a dumb thing to do in one-on-one. You want to go bunker to bunker, bunker to bunker. But I always say, try to get control of your opponent, put him into his bunker, don't shoot when you move, and see if he picks up where he's at. Now, if he picked it up and we're back here again, then we're back to a one-on-one, and this, that, and the other, I'm going to try to get control of him. But also another thing in one-on-one that I like to do too is misdirection, where let's say he's at the X, okay? And we're trading, and we're trading, and we're trading, and I put him into the bunker, but I think that he saw me moving towards here, okay? Sometimes what I'll do is I'll put him in, and I'm like, shit, he saw me moving. I'll actually back up again and then come back around this way. So misdirection is another thing that works really well in one-on-one as well. Don't be afraid that if you think that he knows that you're going into a bunker and he's in his and he's switching hands, turn around and come right back, because now if I do that, if I'm shooting at him, he's at the X, and I'm like, uh-oh, he sees me, and I see the stream coming over there, not only do I have the cover here, but if I come back over here and he keeps shooting that, he thinks I'm there. So use your head, try to figure out exactly where your opponent is going. Another thing you want to do too is really try to focus on how much paint you have left, how much paint is in your hopper. Take a deep breath and slow the game down. One thing I always tell myself is a tie is a win. A tie is a win. A tie is better than a loss, okay? So a win is awesome. A tie is still really good, and a loss, oh, that's just bad. So a tie is a win. If you have to space yourself out, move yourself back and give yourself some room and burn the clock out, that's a very good strategy in one-on-one because it gives you another chance to get back on the field and try to beat him again. But one-on-ones take a lot of practice. One of the biggest things with one-on-ones is you're gonna have to be good at shooting with your left and shooting with your right. So get into the habit of doing drills where you find a pole, you find a pole, you shoot the spot, switch hands, shoot the spot, switch hands, shoot the spot, and get into the habit of switching hands a lot. Because in one-on-one, you need to be completely dynamic, shooting with your left, shooting with your right, being able to shoot over the top, and moving while running and gunning. Hopefully that helps.